Hi guys, it's Holly Schultz from BabyGizmo.com. This is the Baby Gizmo Mama Tip of the Week. The tip this week comes from, well, Dr. Mom. For those who don't know, my actual mother is a pediatrician, and this tip is from her. Actually, it's more of a PSA rather than a tip. Some of our tips, you can take them or you can leave them, but this one has to do with safety, and this is something that every single parent and probably grandparent needs to know about and needs to do in their household. I knew about this tip growing up since I was little, and when I had my first baby, my mother drilled this tip into my brain. She did surprise, checks just to make sure I was doing it. And what's the tip? To lock up your medications. Anything that can be considered a medication needs to be in a lockbox. And what I use a toolbox. That's right, a big toolbox. It's easy to use. I can find it at any store. It's going to fit all of my medication into it. And I keep this in my bathroom because here's the thing. Kids, they can climb. So you might think, oh, I'm going to put the medication on the top shelf. They'll never get to it. My 6-year-old can scale a kitchen counter like nobody's business.
What?
Even my 4-year-old finds a way. And they're not really good at how much medicine they're supposed to take, so you're almost, asking for an overdose if your child finds the medication. So I keep everything in my lockbox in my bathroom cabinet. And here's the thing. You might think medication, prescriptions, anything. We're talking cold medication. Even, antacids. Think about it. Too much calcium in here. Not good for your child. Ibuprofen. You got Pepto-Bismol. Any type of vitamins, and what's very important for moms and moms-to-be, those prenatal vitamins, they need to be locked up. There's too much iron in them for children, so you need to not keep these on your nightstands. Even though they have that child lock, kids are smart. The first time they get into it, you're not going to know it, and that's going to be bad news. So prenatals need to go in the box. Even the children's medication, children's Tylenol, and you know what, another thing is the things such as icy hot. Think about this. Icy hot, it goes on your skin and then it starts to burn and get really hot. Think about if your child found this. Now it kind of looks like toothpaste, doesn't it? What if they either A, got it in their mouth, or B, got it in their eyes? Seriously, disaster. Icy hot needs to go in the box. Anything that needs, prescription or not, Imodium. Look how easy these would be to get into. Also, another tip is that, those little travel packets that you can buy at convenience stores or pretty much anywhere that you keep in your purse? Very, very easy to get open for, a kid. So, you might not think it is easy, but it is. Don't leave these around, whether it's aspirin or this one's Pepcid Complete. Anything that resembles, again, medication cannot be left out. Don't put these in your purse because my kids, they go through my purse. So you would hate to find out that your kid got into these. Again, with the Tums too. Kids get into purses. Put everything. I even put cough medicine, cough drops. Because, you know what, not good for kids. Anything that resembles medication needs to go in the box. And you know what, this is a really helpful tip that you need to tell the grandparents. When they're coming to visit, or if your children are staying with them, they need their medication locked up as well. I mean, even if they're coming for a night and they, maybe they have a daily medication, it needs to be locked up. So you just don't want to take the chance of your child getting into it. I know, it's inconvenient. Every time you have a headache, you want to get aspirin, you got to go into the lockbox. You know what's more inconvenient? Taking your child to the ER because they got into your medication. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more inconvenient than putting everything in a lockbox. Now, here's what I do. I put the big one in my bathroom, and I have a smaller lockbox that I put in my kitchen. This is for like aspirin and things that, I want to get to rather quickly or every day. That's the smaller one would go in my kitchen cabinets on the top shelf. So, what do you do to lock your lockbox? You need a lock. Now, not just any lock. You can't have a key lock because a key lock, your kid finds the key and presto, they're in the box. Now this is, again, non-negotiable. This is what Dr. Mom says. She says the 3 combination, the wheel lock. Again, this is the lock. And if you want to argue with me, you can send me your address and I'll send Dr. Mom to your house. It's not going to be pretty. I'm telling you. Just get this lock because you don't want to argue with Dr. Mom. And a trick I do is that when I since kids can't figure out, the forward, backward, forward for quite a while, that's why the rotator lock is so great. I take Sharpie and I write the combination on the back of the lock. This way I don't have to remember the combination, and especially if I have more than one box. And it's always there. Again, by the time a child can figure out to take those 3 numbers, do forward, do back, it's really hard. Then you don't have to worry as much. So leave the combination, that's convenient at least, on the back. You can even leave that little piece of paper like this one. Just if that falls off, you're kind of screwed unless you don't know the combination. But this is the kind of lock you need to use. These are the kind of boxes. You can get any kind of box that locks closed, and that's where all of your medication should be. Now remember, you need to share this with the grandparents as well. And you know what, if you think this is a good tip, and you better, because otherwise I'll just send Dr. Mom to your house. It is a good tip, and it's something that every parent needs to know. So what I need you to do is I need you to share this video with everyone you know so that every parent can have a lockbox with all of their medication in it in their house. And I'm Holly Schultz, and this is the Baby Gizmo Mama Tip of the Week. Oh wait, I almost forgot. We want you to help us out with the Baby Gizmo Mama Tip of the Week. You never know, we might take your tip and turn it into a video, and then we'll send you a nice gift of appreciation just for sharing your mama smarts with everyone. Just send your tip to contact@babygizmo.com. And each week we will feature someone's Baby Gizmo Mama Tip of the Week. See you next time! For even more news, product reviews, videos, and giveaways, and to find the best prices, go to babygizmo.com or visit our blog at ratedbymom.com.